This is my first time I have a passion,
Yes.
a true passion for something besides content creation.
I have dreams one day to become a fashion designer and start my own clothing brand.
Hold up. Cenat is getting absolutely dragged right now after revealing he's stepping away from streaming for a while to pivot into fashion design. And the internet is not taking it lightly.
I was getting to making my own clothing brand.
Okay.
And I really want to learn.
After posting himself stumbling through basic reading, dropping a grainy 240p video like he doesn't have millions in the bank, and even parading his dream journal in front of outside media, listen to this. The internet basically said we've had enough, branding Cenat as performative and straight up corny. Even Soulja Boy jumped in with the jig is up, WTF happened to Cenat. And girl, when other creators start circling, you know the pressure is real. The last time I broke this down, I told you slow, steady reputational damage, the kind Kai's dealing with, doesn't nuke a career overnight. It chips away quietly, little by little, until supporters just stop caring. And that's exactly what we watched unfold. But instead of fading gently into irrelevance, the simmering resentment that's been building for months has boiled over into the full-blown backlash we're seeing right now. I'm the Internet Anarchist. I drop weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're unpacking why and how public opinion on Cenat flipped so dramatically. The last time I covered him, the internet was split between hailing him as streaming's most authentic success story and side-eyeing him as one of the fakest personalities online. For years, Kai was praised as the kid who beat the odds, rising from financial hardship, grinding on YouTube as a teenager, then blowing up on Twitch with AMP and those record-shattering Mafia streams. Fans were drawn to his explosive energy, his generosity, and the feeling that despite the fame, he was still just a regular guy vibing with his community. But over the past year, that polished image, it's been cracking slowly, noticeably, not because of one explosive scandal, but because of a steady drip of questionable choices that kept stacking up. People still bring up the half-delivered promise to rebuild a school in Nigeria, the silence during major charity pushes like Team Water, and the sudden distance from Aiden Ross after years of mutual clout. Then you add the way streamer Jinxie was treated during that planned tournament, plus whispers of inflated viewership inside his circle, and hold up, the optics start looking intentional. The growing narrative is that Kai now moves for perception, not passion. Longtime supporters say his reactions feel scripted, the content feels corporate, and his personality seems reshaped for celebrity rooms instead of the community that built him. And here's the twist. Just months before this so-called rebrand attempt, his career looked untouchable. He had just obliterated records by hitting 1 million Twitch subscribers during his exhausting Mafiathon 3 run. If you're new here, Mafiathon was a 30-day subathon marathon on Twitch built to crank up engagement, smash records, and pull in serious revenue. Launched in 2023, it delivered 24/7 chaos, celebrity pull-ups, gaming sessions, big-budget skits, with every subscription adding time to the clock. On August 26 last year, Kai announced what he called the final Mafiathon, promising it would top everything before it. And for a lot of viewers, it absolutely did. Heavy hitters like Kevin Hart, Kim Kardashian, and LeBron James pulled up on stream, entertaining hundreds of thousands watching live. And you won't believe this, LeBron even chopped off the dread Kai had been growing for a decade right there on stream.
Wait, what's the last one?
The last one. Hold on.
Last one.
Last one.
All right, go.
Last one.
Last one, guys. Last one.
It wasn't all smooth sailing, and a few moments definitely crossed the line. In one clip, a live bird was being shown to the camera, and for whatever reason, Duke Dennis launched a chair in the same direction. Hold up, what are we doing here? And then you got people laughing like harassing animals on stream is peak comedy. Girl, who is actually entertained by that? But listen, chaos is almost inevitable when you're running a non-stop 24/7 broadcast. You're literally live around the clock, even when you're asleep. And during the hours you're awake, the pressure to perform never shuts off. Sometimes the expectation is so wild, you're supposed to be entertaining even while you're sleeping.
So, bro, come on, my man. Oh my fucking God. Man, fuck you.
The audience's reaction to those clips wasn't really about the moments themselves. It felt more like built-up fatigue from watching Kai's personality evolve the bigger he got. For some viewers, it didn't feel like the same guy they discovered back when he was just another Twitch streamer grinding in his bedroom. Now he was rubbing shoulders with megastars like Mariah Carey and Ed Sheeran. And listen to this, that shift hit different. The foundation was starting to crack, even if most people didn't realize it yet. After Mafathon 3 wrapped, Kai announced he'd be stepping away from streaming now that the marathon was finished. Fans weren't shocked because he had done something similar after the previous 2 Mafathon runs. And let's be real, streaming non-stop for 30 days straight has to drain you mentally. Even so, supporters assumed he'd return within a few weeks like he usually did once the hype cooled off. After Mafathon 2, he had only taken about a 15-day break before popping back up. But this time, it wasn't the same. Days stretched into weeks, and weeks quietly turned into months. Fans started asking the obvious question, when is he actually coming back? It's not like he disappeared from social media, but strangely, there was zero clarity on when streams would resume. Instead, we got dramatic tweets about being inspired by Naruto. He even admitted he once thought anime was weird and just a cartoon, but now, only on Season 2, he says it gave him more courage than ever before. He pointed to Naruto Uzumaki as the blueprint for chasing dreams, following your heart, and never giving up. Then, after 4 months of silence, Kai finally resurfaced with a video titled, "I Quit." You won't believe this. That headline instantly triggered fans because there was no way he was actually done, right? As it turns out, it was half clickbait. In the video, he explained that streaming had been the time of his life, but he felt ready to pause and chase something bigger. Specifically, he revealed plans to become a clothing designer and launch his own brand called Vivette. According to Kai, this wasn't just merch, it was meant to be a real fashion label. He described it as a creative pivot, a way to express something deeper than content. He said he built the brand around craftsmanship and personal meaning. He even spent time in Italy studying production and design, explaining that the name represents living beyond labels instead of being boxed in by fame.
I don't like the way I tend to articulate myself when I talk or try to get a point across, so I think reading is going to help me.
And hold up, that wasn't even the biggest reveal. At the very end of the video, Kai dropped that he'd been quietly posting on a separate channel the whole time, one centered entirely on self-improvement. The content over there? Workout sessions, motivational talks, and clips of him literally recording himself reading out loud to sharpen the way he speaks.
Clothes did for me, and like I've been to Italy for the past 3 months. Like this is my first time I have a passion,
Yes.
a true passion for something besides content creation.
I have dreams one day to become a fashion designer and start my own clothing brand.
At first, not everyone bought the explanation. Some people were convinced there had to be something else going on behind the scenes. Just weeks before all this, Cenat announced he had split from his longtime girlfriend, Gigi, tweeting, "I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again." That post alone sent fans into detective mode, speculating about what really happened and whether either of them had cheated. On the very same day, Gigi jumped on Instagram, claiming she was the one who left and accusing him of trying to spin a false narrative with a fake Twitter post, insisting she never cheated and telling him to take the sympathy act somewhere else. And just like that, girl, the internet exploded, with rumors flying everywhere about how a relationship that looked solid publicly could have unraveled so dramatically.
Say I won't. That's just how I'm feeling right now too. So say the wrong thing, I'ma say the wrong shit. Say the wrong shit, and I'm a motherfucker. No cap. I'm a dead ass. You won't. See, look.
This is a story time about how Duke Dennis took my bitch, bro. Me and this girl, we were talking for a little bit. Whatever, we had some plans.
Fuck, I think I broke my shit, though.
When it comes to Kai's rebrand, listen, the reaction was split right down the middle. Plenty of loyal fans showed love, saying they respected him for evolving and chasing what he genuinely wanted. But let's not sugarcoat it. The broader internet had a field day, and the backlash was loud. People started clowning him over those reading videos, zooming in on moments where he paused to look up a word's pronunciation or definition like it was some kind of scandal.
Spontaneous. How do I pronounce that?
And girl, even when he mispronounced a word, people still had opinions. But hold up, plenty of fans jumped to defend him. This is literally how you learn stuff, they said. Loud, nothing to roast here. The world would be better if more people humbled themselves like this. If I don't know a word, I'll look it up too. Why is that funny? Exactly. This is the kind of example kids actually need to see. Positive influence, no cap. That said, the main source of the negativity came from viewers labeling his second channel as performative, meaning critics argued Kai was doing it for perception rather than pure personal growth. Because he films himself journaling, reading to expand vocabulary, and reflecting on life, some said it felt like staged aesthetic habits you'd see in a cafe photo shoot, all for show. Skeptics pointed out that Kai is already insanely wealthy, and everything he touches becomes content. So naturally, the transformation seemed like a marketing narrative to hype Vivit rather than a genuine lifestyle shift. For example, in some reading videos, he'd show the timer hitting 0 for the challenge he set, but then, plot twist, he'd keep reading anyway, proving he was actually committed, or at least making it look that way.
You can use pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use to pair a new habit with a current habit. The habit stacking formula is after current habit, I will new habit, and that is time. Currently 123 December 24th. Stating again, I am reading to articulate myself better for the future. See y'all next time. I'm left off at page 79.
And to add fuel to the fire, some of Kai's videos were straight up filmed in 240p. Hold up, he literally has the money and gear to shoot way better, but people saw this as an attempt to seem authentic and down to earth. And girl, it had the exact opposite effect. Honestly, it's maddening how performative this all feels. He's probably the most performative MF on YouTube right now. Rich as hell, but rocking 240p like it's a flex. LOL, proof that money doesn't automatically make you cool. The list of examples could go on forever, but another major critique was Kai filming himself on a sewing machine, supposedly making the clothes he planned to sell. And let's be real, it's almost certain these pieces will actually be produced in a factory, not stitched by hand.
Bro, this alien. Oh my gosh. This alien, bro. How do you flow switch like this?
The list of people had issues with? Too long to even count. And just a few days in, making fun of Kai's rebrand went fully mainstream. But girl, real talk, whether this rebrand is genuine or not, if he's serious about launching a fashion brand, he's gonna need to get inventory management right. And let's be honest, most businesses totally flop here. That's where today's sponsor steps in. Big shout out to Odoo for supporting this video. Odoo is an all-in-one platform handling everything from invoicing and accounting to inventory, project management, website creation, and more. It all syncs perfectly, so you're not duct taping a bunch of tools together just to keep things moving. Their inventory app is built for anyone in retail, manufacturing, or wholesale who wants full control over stock. You can organize shelves, aisles, and racks exactly how you need. Smart storage rules automatically route products to the right spots, keeping your warehouse efficient as you scale. Real-time tracking shows stock levels, expiration dates, and product movement, so you're never guessing. You can see the real-time value of inventory across every location, trace any product from purchase to sale, and barcode scanning speeds up receiving, picking, and packing, making your team faster and cutting mistakes. Your first Odoo app is free forever, including hosting and support. Click the link below to try Odoo Inventory today. But back to Kai, this didn't stop other creators from jumping in to defend him. Some even went to TikTok, applying his effort to build a reading habit, and saying this is exactly the kind of example younger audiences need to see.
Is not performative. I don't think you guys know what the fuck that word even means. He's doing every single thing he's intending to do. He's reading, working out, sewing, whatever, I don't care. But he's doing the actual thing. What's performative is you acting like you know how to read. Statistically speaking, most of you do not know how to read.
No way y'all about to hop on this app and try to make people feel bad because we making fun of Cenat because he can't read. The nigga is 24 years old and he don't know how to fucking read. He was admitted to a university. He went to college and dropped out. And the nigga don't know how to fucking read, dog. That's hilarious. Y'all are not about to make niggas feel bad for this shit. He's the one who set up the camera.
Whenever drama like this pops off, you know it's almost guaranteed that once other creators smell blood in the water, a full-on feeding frenzy starts. In this case, creators like Bruce Drop Him Off took shots at Kai, straight up calling him performative.
Just show the sweatshop, because you're not going to be in the lab all day, gang. You're just not. Show the sweatshop, bro. You're not doing this shit yourself, bro. The fuck? It's performative ass shit. You know how hard sewing is, gang?
Even his ex Gigi jumped into the chaos, posting on Instagram claiming that Kai had cheated, but she stayed because he supposedly caught her talking to some of his friends first. Girl, you know how it goes when your boyfriend doesn't want you chatting with the guys you knew before him. It's messy. She wrote, "I respect it. I've admitted since day one I crossed that boundary by answering for him, and I also took accountability and immediately apologized. I'm not afraid to speak my wrongs, but the conversation was never disrespectful. It's also no excuse." Then she threw shade back. "But Miss Thickneck, since we're going there, why aren't you telling the full story? Tell him how he got caught having a bee in his crib at 5 a.m. and my R just accepted to call it even. I'm the one really hurt." She even quoted messages from Kai like, "We're gonna get through this. It hurts me when you're hurt. You deserve to be with somebody that loves you. I'm assuming that somebody is you, huh?" And yes, Soulja Boy weighed in too, saying, "The jig is up. WTF happened to Kai Cenat?" At this point, it's clear the backlash wasn't just about the rebrand. This negativity had been simmering for a while. People calling Kai performative isn't a new thing. It's been talked about for months, even years before the rebrand. Rumors that he doesn't actually pick his own music have been floating around forever, that a stylist or someone else is feeding him what's trendy or culturally relevant. Those whispers gain traction because of clips from streams and concerts where he's vibing to a song but clearly doesn't know the lyrics, or reacts in ways that feel staged rather than genuine, like randomly taking his shirt off instead of actually engaging with the
We like them, they want us gone. Truth is they can't handle me at the time. I'd rather spare you the details, my love.
Let's go.
Oh, I'd run on.
And it's not just the music, girl. Anime has been a whole other arena of scrutiny. One of the most cited moments is when Kai was chatting about One Piece on stream and someone called him out for clearly not knowing much. When he got pressed, he stumbled and couldn't really back up what he was saying, which made a lot of viewers think he was just faking interest to seem more relatable to his audience.
I watched Death Note. I watched One Piece. I watched a little bit of
You watch One Piece?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's too long though, bro.
Nigga, what last episode you was on?
Like 100 and...
Kappa.
What? I'm being honest.
What's the last thing you remember?
It's been a minute.
Bro.
Cause it's been a minute. Cause
Okay, name 3 characters.
Luffy.
Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding? Yo.
That fake Kai perception doesn't stop at his hobbies either. Tons of fans think his streams are way more scripted than he lets on, even though they're framed as spontaneous moments. People point to clips like the Kevin Hart stream, where Kevin supposedly got upset about his friend Kai talking to his daughter, or the time Kai got woken up with water dumped on his face. Many viewers felt like these moments were set up for content, not genuine occurrences. So when Kai announced this big rebrand with his new brand and image, a lot of people didn't see it as growth. They saw another performance. If he was acting before, why would this be any different? And that's exactly the issue. Fair or not, his history of chasing trends makes it hard for people to believe this new Kai is 100% authentic. This idea of performative Kai even shows in how he rolled out the rebrand. Instead of just saying, "Hey, I'm launching a clothing brand," he dropped a huge clickbait title, "I Quit." Sure, from a pure YouTube strategy angle, that's genius for eyeballs. But here's the catch. Kai isn't just chasing views this time. He's trying to roll out a new version of himself, more mature, down-to-earth, authentic. But starting that off by tricking people into thinking he's quitting everything, girl, that immediately undermines the message. Then you watch the video, and the production makes it even harder to buy as genuine. There's dramatic music swelling while he talks about his dreams and vision, and it doesn't feel like a real conversation at all. It's more like a documentary scene meticulously staged by a marketing team. Instead of Kai opening up to his audience, it comes off like Hollywood execs trying to yank on heartstrings without any real emotion behind it. And it gets worse when you compare it to his second channel. Over there, he's reading books, lifting weights, dropping motivation, and filming in 240p, giving off that scrappy, down-to-earth vibe. Then you put that next to this overproduced cinematic rebrand video that probably cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it feels like he's trying way too hard to play 2 different characters instead of just being one real person. If Kai wanted this transition to feel believable, he could have taken notes from creators who've naturally moved beyond internet content. A perfect example, Joji. Over time, people eventually accepted Joji's shift because it never felt forced. Now, obviously, Kai didn't need to vanish or invent a whole new persona just to launch a clothing brand, but the rollout? Girl, it could have been handled way better. He could have just been straightforward, talked to his audience like a normal human, and let the brand grow organically. Instead, the massive clickbait headline and overproduced video made it feel less like real growth and more like another viral content stunt. And when people are already questioning whether he's genuine, that approach only fuels the exact criticism he's trying to dodge. The reason despite all the negative backlash, Kai is charging full steam ahead with his rebrand, showing up at Paris Fashion Week and flaunting his sketch journals. Of course, many commenters called it performative, not shocking, and somehow he's still in the top 10 for current Twitch subscribers, even after not streaming for almost 4 months. On the surface, he seems totally unfazed by the heat, but it's worth noting that at the time of writing, he hasn't posted on his self-improvement channel in almost a month, maybe a sign of how badly that part of his brand was received. When it comes to Kai's future and whether this rebrand will actually work, it boils down to one big question. Does he really mean it? If he's genuinely trying to grow and evolve, over time people will see it. Even if he loses some fans initially, real effort usually wins them back. He could end up becoming the creator he wants to be, layered, more than just loud, flashy moments on stream. Kind of like how Mr. Beast is now seen as